It's week 5 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Broncos and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion.
Broncos, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Here's Nix to throw right away. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Welcome back, Daniel.
They wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Nix. He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitz...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
They'll start with the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 67 yards.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits fourth in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
And they run the option on second down. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, NFL, it seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Colts had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
This pass left side to Downs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Gravity line! Go!
From the shotgun, Richardson. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Deep to return is Josh Downs. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there.
I'm good. How you doing, Donovan?
If you look at this Bronco defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as
good. I'm glad to hear that, man.
They deal with 3rd and 11.
What you up to?
Being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make diagnosis.
I like a couple players on the Colts. I'm not like a big fan or nothing, but they're pretty good.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15.
Yeah, man, trying to go through some of the franchises. I'm probably going to play the Falcons after this one and the Michael Penix one I got going on.
Ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
Yeah, after throwing the game-winning touchdown, we got to continue that series for sure.
Nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, I play on PlayStation, buddy. I sure do.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Nix. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They give it to Williams running right. And a good pickup there.
Appreciate you subscribing there, Donovan. Thanks, man. Definitely need the support, man. Trying to build up these hours right now.
And just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, McLaughlin. A nice move he had.
Dude, what the heck is up with this running game?
Brought down just inside the 30. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now it's Nix. It's complete to Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
You can add me, man. I'll type my username in the chat here in a minute.
On play action, here's Nix. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 32.
Oh, I got you.
In the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there.
Yeah, man, I'll be streaming at some point, I'm sure, probably in the morning.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nix to the air. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
All right, great defense. Great defense.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me,
all right, gotcha, man.
This drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at
that's
him.
not good.
Step aside
Just
for
lost
just a moment.
frickin' Taylor.
Richardson looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping the pressure right. There's a nice move. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Ready. Ready.
Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Come on, set.
Here's Richardson to throw. And it's caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go.
Probably early, dude. I'm thinking like 8 o'clock maybe 7. But I'll be on most of the afternoon and probably late night tonight too, if you get back.
Second and goal from the 1. QB sneak, Richardson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. QB sneak, Richardson.
There we go, Richardson, his second touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Yeah, me too, buddy. I play it all the time.
Touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Yeah, I think, man, in a full season, I think we can rush for 1,000 yards with Richardson. Easy. He's almost got 100 yards already, plus we get the ball in the second half.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, here's Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. The final shot before break. Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
All right, good defensive half. 14-3 lead, guys. Richardson's got 2 touchdowns as we got the lead. We get the ball to start the second half.
Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Allen Lazard, a touchdown reception. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots.
Oh, you're good, buddy. No worries.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let's go. Go, check. Go, check.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his
I'm 2-2, man, right now.
Jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Richardson, they'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Street.
Now it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree,
Hey, we're cooking right now, man. We're cooking.
Areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Flush to his right. And he'll get into
Touchdown number 3, guys.
Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's 21-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. Throwing to start the drive. Nix.
This one swung out to Williams.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be
Right, great defense again.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That escapability has been on full display, and you can see he's now over 100
I'm
yards
pretty old,
rushing
man. Yeah.
for the game.
OG.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Richardson working from the gun.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him.
Yeah, 42 years old, young, or 42 years young. How about that? I'll be 42 in February.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
Back to throw. Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down. Even with a lead here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'll be there one day, I hope.
They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, smash Broncos!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get
what team do you like there, man?
The way this game has gone,
Who's your team?
with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
Oh, man, don't feel bad. That's actually my favorite team, my hometown team. I know the feeling.
They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Here we go, here we go.
Yeah, for sure, buddy. Been a Bears fan my whole life.
Richardson out of the shotgun. connecting over the middle with Downs. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready.
Taylor will score.
There we go. Running them into submission.
What I love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25
Who needs to
points.
pass the ball when you can run for touchdowns?
So
That's
that one along
4
the
rushing
line.
touchdowns, 3 by Richardson and 1 by
Capped off
Taylor.
a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Here's Nix, and you hate to see this for them, but...
Oh, baby, there we go.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point right down the middle.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Nix. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, he's got a man wide.
He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Nix to throw again.
He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now. Set up.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's cool, Donovan. Have a good day, man. We'll see you later. We'll see you either later in the AM. Like I said, I'll be on. Just check your notifications.
I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Nix.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. McLaughlin. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Ready. Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Offside. Defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So the Broncos coming out now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Nix. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Nix looking to throw again. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the 1st down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that.